Chicago Cubs. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important the series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Jordan Wicks. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Hit weakly on the ground. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Ball.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting 3rd in the lineup. And he's a former home run derby champ. Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
That's
1-1
inside.
missing
That's the ball.
inside. So now 2-1 to Harper. The wind of the pitch. Inside, just missed. Brandon Jordan to bat next. (3-1) now. And he walked
Ball
him.
4. Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And at first, Brandon Jordan now at the plate. Snap throw to first.
Oh,
Harper back easily. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Ball.
Harper off of first with 2 away. Hard hit to 3rd. They take the force out, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the hill for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez.
Yeah, ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo. The wind and the pitch. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Bunting for a hit. Stop. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Checks over to first. Back safely.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
It's in there. Strike one. Run around the move. There's the ball. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Rudder goes again. The 1-1 is fouled off. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Left-hand batter waits. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. That clips the corner. You'll want. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a pop-up. Stop. Moving under this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Cubs leave one. Scoreless after 1.
Welcome to the celebration. And this is word to the haters. We never stop it up. Shout out to all of you haters. Thank you for.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
Philadelphia.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. That one drilled left field. Pat going back on this one. It bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
This is Bryson Stott. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Outside corner. There's a strike. And it's second. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. 1 out in the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Outside.
That's the ball. Outside.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
That's in. Ball.
Good eye in that spot. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Christian Pache.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Christian Pache.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but, you know, also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Two down, nobody on. Off the
Ball,
plate inside. And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Swings and misses, struck him out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show.
We all have different visions of a future. What you think lie ahead for the coming days? New leaves are on the same course where we stay. Relativity abounds, so it's we all have different visions of a future.
Here at Wrigley Field, now here is Seiya Suzuki. Pitch. That one fouled off. Kicks and deals. And a good eye there. Just missed. That one misses, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Dansby Swanson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. Ripped on a line. Squeezes it.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Ryan.
And next for the Cubs, Ryan Noda. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in there. And that one pulled foul. Here comes a pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And here it comes. And there's the ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That just misses, and that's ball 2.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Batting 8th,
In half, up to hit. 3 hits in the loss last night. That's in there. Strike 1. And that's 1-1. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Check swing, no appeal.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. At the belt and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Suzuki leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting 9th.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So first and second with 2 outs. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike. First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Pache grabs it on the run. Cubs strand a couple, and they're down 2-0.
Yeah, I do it often. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah,
back here at Wrigley Field, and now Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Wicks back to work. Just
that's low. That's a ball.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
So man aboard. Here's Turner now.
Wood.
Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a pitch. Not
1 ball, 1
close
strike.
with that one. 1-1. Runner at first with no outs here. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And another ball. And now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Kicks and fires. Wouldn't chase that time.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
And he deals. Got it fouled.
Well, his pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series. We've seen no adjustment happen so far.
Here's Bryce Harper. He reached out a walk his first time. Up and in. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Pitch misses.
That's
Down 2-0. And that's too high. And there's the automatic. On the ground to first. And it gets by him. And here is Brandon Jordan. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Schwarber. The lead runner out at second. Harper at first. One gone. This one blasted the other way. Down the line, and it's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Boom. The next to hit takes ball 1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That misses the zone. And now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. Hitters count.
Bryson Stott up next. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The other way. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out his first time up. And
no, that's 1 out.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And that one fouled off. Two outs. And a count 1-2. And another ball. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Pat heads towards it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Phillies leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Jorge Mateo now.
The designated hitter.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
As the lefty gets to work. Just missed.
Ball.
Here's a strike. Into center. Pache gets under it. And there's one away.
The batter, the second baseman.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one lifted to left. Schwarber under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back here at the friendly confines. Start of the 4th, and now it is JT Realmuto. The pitch. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's the 0-2. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Ground ball to the right side. Noda takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Oh, he hit him.
That hit him.
And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The batter,
man at first with 1 gone, and now the center fielder, Christian Pache. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Pache in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Just off the inside edge.
1-1.
Sosa at first, 1 gone. Now snap throw to first. Sosa back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Flips over. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 1 for 2. There's a swing and a drive. Pat going back. That's not coming back. It just got out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach will hit for a high average as well.
2 outs, nobody on. Trey Turner with a chance now. That one out to right. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Harper now. First pitch misses.
That's the ball. 1-0.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-0.
Hey,
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Brandon Jordan next to bat for Philadelphia. And now the lefty. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Jordan stands in now and watches strike 1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Line drive, base hit. Flying around third is Turner. Now a long throw home. He's safe.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Jordan Wicks done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Mason Miller into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pat pulls it down, and that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4 hole, Christopher Morel. The wind of the pitch. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. On the run, throw to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Walked his first time. That's in there. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Phillies leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1 and 2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. to the lead. It's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat. It's everything to pitch. Pitch to drive, short to the baseball, straight it out, and that's been good out of here.
Swanson stands in. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, one away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And a foul ball. High fly ball out to left field. Schwarber settles under it. They got it for out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And first offering is fouled off.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
0-2 now. He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
JT Realmuto steps in. He's already homered in this game. And a good eye there.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That missed. That's
down
the ball.
And in. And the slider just misses. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So now here's the DH, Edmundo Sosa. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Bellinger makes the catch. And now for the Phillies, Christian Pache.
Christian Pache.
Just
that's
missed.
Outside. Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Pickoff throw.
No, he's in there.
Real Muto off the first with 2 away. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Morel. Over to first. That ends the frame. Phillies strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here at Wrigley Field, now the left fielder, Ian Hatt.
The left fielder, Ian Hatt.
And a pitch. Hit in the air, left field. Schwarber settles under it, hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The catcher, number 9, Miguel.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. That misses, and it's 1-0. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground, right side. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Mateo. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The line to kick the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Step off throw to first. Mateo back safely.
They might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
McNeil in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The Cubs down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Two outs. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just kept it simple. Careful with the middle of the infield. Took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Bellinger up to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. That one hammered but pulled foul. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Just missed. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And here it comes. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Jordan brings it in with a nice running grab. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 5-1.
This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it.
Back here in Wrigley Field, start of the 6th. John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kyle Schwarber. Miller back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And he swings through that one.
1-2 is the count.
Next offering down low and in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's
Full
a count.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
3-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
1 down, base is empty. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Here's a 1-2.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Full count.
And that's ball.
Take your base.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Harper, batted with 1 down, takes a strike. Move to first. And Turner's back in. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Righty to the plate.
1-2.
Turner over at second, one down. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Now that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Jordan. 1 for 3. That one misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And
That's
there's
the
a ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And a pitch. That one off the mark. 3-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Right-handed reliever. And he hits a ground ball right side. McNeil gets it to first. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Christopher Morel. Pitch. Bounce to the right. Stop over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Wrigley Field, the second oldest active ballpark in MLB. It opened in 1914 as Weedman Park for the Federal League's old Chicago Whales franchise. Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered here in this one.
It gets a little tricky in the outfield here at Wrigley with the wind patterns from Lake Michigan. Better check which way the flags are waving when you put together your game plan.
The 0-1. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Phils leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Now he launches a throw over his head. Around first and hustling for second. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Man at second. And it's fouled away. And a 1-1. And that's a little high.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
it. He can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Ryan Noda, the next Cub to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Now he breaks his bat. Suarez calls it in to end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They're down here 5-1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And the right-hander back to work. Fastball for a strike. 1-1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Yency Almonte getting ready to go. Chapman warming up as well. Next pitch, not close, up high. Righty delivers. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His second home run of the series. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. One away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the catcher up to hit. JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses inside. And it's a ball and a strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Up the middle, Swanson. On to first, and the inning is over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. bottom of the 7th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. The wind of the pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now the catcher, Miguel.
Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Baraki getting cranked up as well. Swings through that one.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. And that's
One ball,
down and
2
away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
2 outs. Foul ball there. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the batter now, Jeff McNeil.
That missed. That's the ball.
Missed. Right side, Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yency Almonte.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Now it's going to be Christian Pache. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. And the pitch. And a good eye there. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Happ makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Just missed. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. preparing to come on if needed. And the 1-0. And another ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on.
Turner in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Schwarber stands at first with one out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And they get Turner for the out.
The first baseman, number 3,
Bryce Harper to the plate. A strikeout and a walk. There's a strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side to first. Harper retired, and that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gregory Soto.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And he deals. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Soto, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. At the belt and fires. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first, one gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The third baseman, number 5, Christopher
Morel, the next Cub to hit. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Keenan Middleton, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. Chopped left side. And he picks it up in foul territory. Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. The pitch. In the dirt.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Cubs down quietly. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know. Just some things we show. Oh.
Here at Wrigley Field, and now the right fielder, Brandon Jordan. Almonte back to work. Out there to center. Bellinger makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Bases empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And the righty deals. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out.
That's down.
That
That's
one
the ball.
misses. Ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. Lifted in the air, right center field. Suzuki tracks it down for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And at first, JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Out to short. They get the force, and that's the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cubs 1. Bottom 9,
Leading
the
off
batter will
for
be the
the
shortstop, Dansby
The
Swanson.
shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
As the lefty gets to work.
No, that's
Just
down.
missed.
Ball.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His second of the year. It's 6-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. He'll typically want to pull a pitch from that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Ryan Noda, the next Cub to hit.
Nope, that's
Inside,
it.
just missed.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Right.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-2. The count.
And a pitch. Just
No, that
misses
missed.
with
That's the
that
ball.
one. And the 2-2. And
got
that
a full
just
count.
misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Hat in
No,
the box
that's hot.
here. Lets that one go for a ball. The Phillies leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. To the right side. Stop. Tosses to first. Got him.
The catcher, number 9, Miguel Amaya.
So they're down to their final out. Down the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
One strike away. Up
1-2.
and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Almost
2-2.
got him. The Cubbies down by 4 near the last half of inning number 9. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show.